Welcome back, guys. I hope everyone is okay and I'm fine. Thanks not for asking me. But I was thinking I should talk about this week's price action as this is the CPI news week. So we actually expect the abnormality of price. But I'm thinking that I should talk about this today's, that means the Monday and Tuesday's price action. I think it will be helpful for you guys to make the connection about the weekly analysis video I have uploaded. If you have already watched the video I have uploaded Saturday about it is called maybe how to do top down analysis, you have seen over there. I told you that if market break this low, then my target will be the consequent encroachment of this daily fair value gap. So it, you see it has broken, and then yesterday it traded the consequent encroachment and it respected very well and sent the price higher. I marked this as a breaker. You see low, high, low, low. The highest up close candle is the breaker. So right now price is inside the breaker. I will see this breaker. If it is broken, then I think price will close this gap. The total gap it will close. But if breaker can hold the price, then the high actual bias will implement over there. So this is actually the point I'm watching very carefully. I want that breaker will hold the price and send the price back to the back to its line. So yesterday actually the Monday it was downtrend. So you will see that yes, and NQ went up, and today it has actually sent the price higher though. But you know, nothing is certain in this week before CPI. Tomorrow is the CPI. So before CPI it's really very risky to take entry. I have already took an loss yesterday, and today actually I recovered that loss as well. But I was just thinking it will work or not. I was just confused because nothing is certain in this week before CPI. So I think price will give you better opportunity to take entry after the CPI, maybe after 15 to 30 minutes. Or if you just skip the morning session, you will get a better opportunity to take the entry at the PM session. I hope so. So let's go to the price action. I do not want to talk about yesterday trading. I would like to talk about today's trading. You see, when price came here, and before that, I would like to go to the 15-minute chart actually. If you watched my weekly analysis, you know this level. Why? What I mean by the what I actually explained about this level. But you see, price actually came through this level and went at last to the consequent encroachment, and now this 15-minute fair value gap is using as a I fair value gap. So here is the I fair value gap and here is the breaker. I'm thinking who is powerful. If price can 50-minute I fair value gap can hold the price and it breaks the breaker, then I think CPI, before CPI it will go somewhere here, and CPI is unpredictable, so I do not want to talk about CPI. I'm not that much pro actually. So I'm just watching this two level, this 15-minute I fair value gap and this breaker. Both of them are very sensitive place right now. So let's see what happens in the PM session. Let's go to the Nasdaq. Before that I have to just check this entry. Okay, I think this is the breakaway gap. Okay, this is the breakaway gap. Just a minute guys please, and I can put my stop loss just below the consequent encroachment. There is my target. If it hits, then it's done. Okay, it's done. It was a nice trade actually. I was just scalping. Let me explain the reason to take this entry. I took this entry it's because it has cleared this sell side liquidity. Also traded the hourly fair value gap. Gave me a very nice market structure shift over there. And there is your fair value gap. I took the entry over there. My stop loss was just below this the order block, just below the order block. So, and my target was above here, so it was a nice trade actually. Okay, so what I was talking about, let's go to the topics. I would like to talk about today's trading. Okay, let's go to the 15-minute. You see, this is the opening range. As you know, in DXY it's going higher, so NQ I expect the lower price, but before going lower, it should give me a retracement. Price doesn't go one way. It will give you high low high low. This way it will go either higher or lower. So as though my bias was bearish, but I was expecting a higher price, higher retracement. I would like to talk about that retracement actually. You see, this is the daily fair value gap. If you go to the daily chart, you'll see this is the daily fair value gap. This is 15-minute fair value gap, and this blue line also the 15-minute fair value gap. Remember, guys, please remember this two line. This is 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute actually. This is the 5-minute fair value gap, and you remember this is 15-minute fair value gap inside the daily fair value gap. And I think I don't need this one. Okay, so I'll talk about this run, this price run. How do you take this run? You can take this run. Let's go to the 1-minute chart directly. So here is the 1-minute chart. You see, from the London session, price actually falling down, retracement falling down, and this daily I fair value gap and also the 15-minute fair value gap, it is the last stage to send the price higher to take some liquidity. This is 9:30. You see, guys, this candle is the 9:30 candle. So when actually price came down, go up and took this liquidity, then this is a very clear market structure shift. You see the bull run, it's very strong. Beside, it has closed just above the I fair value gap, the daily I fair value gap. Have you seen it? Just closed before above the I fair value gap. I took this trade actually in my funded account, and I recovered my loss. Actually, I took the loss yesterday. I recovered my loss by taking this entry. You have to think about this way. Market is falling, 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 and at 9:30 it has just cleared this liquidity, give you a very nice market structure shift. But only depending on this you can't take our entry. You have to you have to implement some other things. What it could be? You see, this is the daily I fair value gap, this is the 15-minute fair value gap. You see, market when just closed above this gap and gave you a very little, let me mark this gap actually, this gap. You see, nice 22 YT model, but there is the 15-minute gap high, also the consequent encroachment of the daily I fair value gap. You have to keep in mind both of all of them. Only because of the 22 YT model you can take entry, at least not in 9:30 opening. If you would like to take a 9:30 opening entry, then you have to be you know you have to understand what else is there to send the price higher. This is the liquidity and also the 5-minute fair value gap. You see, this is the perfect place to take the entry for buy. If you took the buy over there, your stop loss have to below this low. You see this low, below this low, and there is the breaker as well. uh, Low high low low, so this is the high, this is the breaker. So if you mark the breaker as well, it is nicely alignment with the fair value gap and send the price and little bit higher than this water block. You see the water block, it has respected the water block very nicely. Price go higher, again water block, at last went to the place to the 5-minute fair value gap, and it has cleared this liquidity. I was actually trying to take another entry over here to this specific fair value gap, but price didn't let me any give me any chance to take the entry over there. Let me explain why I was thinking about this gap. When it has just cleared this buy side liquidity and fully closed the 5-minute fair value gap. I was thinking there is another 5-minute fair value gap here. Is another the inversion fair value gap actually. So I was thinking that price will go over there. Also the new day opening gap, it will tap over there. Then it will give me a lower market structure shift, but price didn't do it. It has just consolidated over here and then just breakdown. You see, it even didn't go to this gap, not even to this gap. So when I saw it has actually broke this low, totally close this 5-minute fair value gap and then just tap to the gap, break lower. This gap, this specifically this gap, I was thinking if it just tap over there, I will take a short entry over there, and my stop loss would be here, above here. This is the breakaway gap. You see the gap, this is the breakaway gap. So it just one tick below this price, so I didn't take this short entry, but if I could able to take this entry, then it would be a very nice short entry. I missed that entry. Then price actually broke the daily high fair value gap and also the 15-minute fair value gap. You see nicely took this liquidity and then go back to the lower part of the 15-minute fair value gap, break lower. All this place I was expecting the higher prices. I was thinking that price will go higher and it will go at least to the upper level of the daily fair value gap. So I was expecting the long, but it didn't actually do anything. It was very heavy, so it went to the hourly fair value gap. This is the last fair value gap. If you go to the hourly chart, you will see this is the last fair value gap. So when price came here, I went to the uh, S&P chart, because in S&P you will see that there is very good reason to take a buy over there. You see that this high and this high, they're equal high, and it's clean, too clean. They're very clean. So price market doesn't want to keep clean price like this. So I came to this. I didn't take entry to my funded account because it's very heavy. So I'm not sure how long it will go. That's why I just tried by this paper trading, and I have already explained why I took this entry over there to this specific candle. You see, when it has just tapped to the fair value gap, I took my entry, buy entry, and that was my closing. So before DXY doing something over here, that means it is inside this range. I'm not sure where price will go. uh, it has to break either way. If it breaks upper, then I will look for short over here or even S&P or wherever. And if the breaker can't hold the price and it breaks lower, then I will look for buy to even S&P and Nasdaq. I think guys it is helpful, and please let me know. uh, that's all. And please be careful about CPI, because CPI is very dangerous. Your stop loss even don't work sometimes. The price will give you a gap, and your stop loss, you will see that your loss is like, your stop loss was for $200, and when it hit the stop loss, you'll see your account has already $2,000 minus. So please don't take any risk about the CPI. Wait until 15 minutes or 30 minutes after CPI news. I think then it will give you a good setup, or just wait until PM session. At PM session you will obviously find some better price action. So that's all guys. Thank you for watching, and if you're new, please subscribe to my channel. Let me grow. I'm very new to this platform, and I'm just trying to share everything I know about this ICT concept. So I think if you guys just stay with me, you will learn something with me as well. So thank you. See you guys. Bye bye.